Let's suppose Pinocchio is sitting in front of you. You already know the rule. Whenever Pinocchio tells a lie, his nose grows. Whenever he tells the truth, his nose does not grow. It is not a metaphor. It is not a guess. It is a reliable, automatic system. Now imagine Pinocchio looks at you and says one sentence. My nose will grow now. That is the entire statement. No extra context, no hesitation, just that claim. Now you try to decide whether it is true or false. Start with the first possibility. Suppose Pinocchio's statement is true. If it is true, then his nose will grow now. But his nose only grows when he lies. So if the statement is true, it causes the condition that would make it a lie. That means the statement cannot remain true. Now consider the second possibility. Suppose Pinocchio's statement is false. If it is false, then his nose will not grow now. But if his nose does not grow, then he is telling the truth. And if he is telling the truth, then the statement becomes true. So if the statement is false, it becomes true. Either way, the system collapses. If the statement is true, it makes itself false. If the statement is false, it makes itself true. Pinocchio's nose becomes trapped in the same loop as the sentence. This is the Pinocchio Paradox. It looks like a children's story, but the structure is serious. It is not really about a nose. It is about self-reference, combined with a rule that enforces truth and falsity through physical consequences. A normal lie can be checked against reality. A normal truth can be verified. But this statement does something different. It predicts its own consequence inside the very system that decides whether it is true. The moment Pinocchio says, "My nose will grow now," the statement becomes both the test and the result. You might try to escape by changing the rule. You might say the nose grows only after the sentence is evaluated. Or you might say the sentence is neither true nor false. But those are not solutions inside the original system. They are repairs. And every repair changes the nature of what truth means. What this paradox exposes is the same weakness seen in the liar paradox. Self-reference is not just confusing. It can be destructive. When a system tries to evaluate statements about itself, it may produce contradictions that cannot be resolved from within. The paradox ends there.